Hello, I'm Danielle from CaptivatingCostumes.com, and in this episode I'm going to be piss-assing around with a metal bar. Stay tuned. The very busy week has left me with not much time to actually get some work done on my Proton pack. But it's currently Wednesday morning, the Wednesday that my video has got to go up, and I am determined to get something up. So I've got my metal bar across here. I need to measure it and cut it in half. Before I get on with that though, I'd like to show you my box. This box is on its way to America soon, next Tuesday actually, where my Proton packs will be united with their new owners. The first one has been wrapped in some bubble wrap and is ready to send off, and the other one will be bubble wrapped probably at the weekend. It hides in my corner over there for the time being though. But enough of that, let's get this cut. Right, I had to move the box out the way first because I don't want metal filings falling down into the box that I'm sending off to America. So let's get cutting. This is really fucking difficult. Excuse my language. This is gonna take me the rest of my life. I was told this would be easy to cut through. Let's see if I can put a score along it and snip it in half. I much prefer those odds. Anyone got any suggestions on how I can get through this quicker? Oh my god! This is working. Slowly. Oh my god. I'm that far through. It's a good job I'm flexible. Halfway, and I need a rest. Oh god. Okay, come on, we can do this. Together, we can do this. Come on. Three quarters. I'm nearly there. We're nearly there, people. Come on. We can do this. We're gonna get through it. Ah. Four-fifths. And nearly there. Or I can snap it the rest of the way. Screw it, let's just snap it. Nobody will notice. Except me. Achieved! Now, to drill some holes through it. Whew. That was shattering. Now, obviously, in order to get those metal bars on, I need to take all these bolts off that I previously got on. So these 3 bolts are going to have to come off that one's going to have to come off, and probably take this unit back off again as well. So I'm a bit pissed off about that, obviously, but it's a job that's got to be done. So let's begin. I'm doing some bolts, I'm doing some bolts. Do you like my static camera as well? I'm actually using a selfie stick which is wedged into my sofa, which I think is the greatest invention since sliced bread. And I really think there's a lack of appreciation for sliced bread in the world. So, but things seem to be coming along nicely. I've also just watched Americans' election results, which was eventful. That was today. Yeah, I've been up all day watching the news. It's been fun, but we don't really talk about politics, do we? Because it gets people rattled up. And I live in the UK. So, one more bolt on this section. Yes! I hope you're all rooting for me. I bet this video is going to end up being really boring, but I think at least we get to have a chat. Because we just don't chat often enough. I feel like our relationship is breaking down. And we really should work on it, because it's just not right. I wonder if I can blag this. Take some shortcuts somewhere. Right. 3 bolts off. Good. Let's go grab a metal bar. Whilst trying to not to stab myself with it, because that would be tragic. Bugger. I'm going to have to take all of these bolts out, aren't I? This literally breaks my heart, by the way, people. Okay, so that's all parts taken off and dismantled, and the holes are now marked onto this piece of metal. So let's get the holes drilled back in and get everything reattached, and hope that having this one side on so far adds to the rigidity of the Proton pack. So let's go drill some holes. Quite frustratingly, my drill has actually run out of charge. So, in the meantime, I've decided I'm going to have another look at the speakers. Now, although I can get plenty of volume out of it, I am noticing a lot of cracking coming from the speakers, and I can't figure out why. So if I put the Ghostbusters theme tune on again, hopefully you'll be able to hear the cracking that I'm on about. I don't know whether that cracking is coming through on on YouTube, but it's actually really bad. I'm not sure whether it's to do with the amps being provided by the power pack, or perhaps a dodgy connection or something. I'm quite keen to get to the bottom of it and find out what the problem is, but that can be solved later on. I think the first thing that I need to do is test the speaker to make sure the speaker's okay. You may be able to hear that bassy noise at the end of the startup sound is rattling the motherboard like hell. So if worse comes to worse, I'm just going to have to go around and use sound dampening on any joining areas. So, but we'll get to the bottom of that. Once my drills recharge, I can get back to drilling holes, and then adding this structure stuff will be behind me. So see you in a minute. Tried adding 2 speakers into the mix, just to see if it would make any difference, but no, I'm still getting the crackling, and although I would love to show you, it is really loud, and I feel like my eardrums are about to burst, so just take my word for it. Adding another speaker didn't help, so I still have no use for this. Oh well. Considerable amount of drilling, cutting myself, swearing, and my battery running out on my drill. I've finally got the metal brace attached. Now, I've got it all lined up with the holes and the screws through, and it was a bit of a git to get it in this position, so I'm not really that keen on the idea of taking it back off again. But once I've attached all the parts, I'll turn it over and show you the back, and we will test its new strength. Here we are over on the back end of the Proton pack now. You can see that all the bolts are on with my massive washers. Admittedly, they're not all straight, but that's just because of the way that I designed the 3D parts. Some have their bolt holes over further than others. But that has increased the structural rigidity on that side considerably. I'm quite happy to hold this by the edge now, and that's taking weight on both sides. I do think this is going to take a considerable beating now, so I'm really happy with that. It was a good idea, and in the future I need to do the metal bar on the other side, but I need to know where the 3D printed parts are going to go first, so it's not something that I can look at now. But at least we have the one on, and that's taken me 4 hours. So there we go. To being quite busy at university and having to make money and stuff by working, I haven't had a lot of time to do anything this week, and I kind of rushed it all this morning just because I wanted to get a video up today. I don't want to get into the habit of not getting a video up, so although it wasn't the most exciting video, I hope it's given you a chance to get to know me a little bit better, because I got to chat to the camera whilst I was getting frustrated. And next week I hope to give you something much more interesting to look at. So I intend on doing a bit of work on the thrower for next week. So we'll see how I get on with that. The thrower is in about 75 different parts all over my living room. So we'll see how I get on with that, like I said. Please go and like my Facebook page, Captivating Costumes. On my website, I've just uploaded some code and a wiring diagram for the NeoPixels. So you can literally go out and buy them, use my code, use my wiring diagram, and that will be awesome. Subscribe to me, because not all videos are this boring, promise you. And like this video. Get chatting in the comments as well. Don't forget, I've also got 2 songs that I want to put on here. 2 spaces for songs. So give me some suggestions of songs that you want me to put on it. Ideally Ghostbusters related. But whatever. Just choose something and I will put it on. If you've managed to get this far into the video, you are epic. Give yourself a big pat on the back. And as always, see you next week. Love you all.